Love the Ravens as much as we do? Then smash that subscribe button and stay locked in with Flock News for all the drama, updates, and excitement all season long. The news coming out of Baltimore is sending shockwaves through the NFL, and fans are barely keeping up with the drama unfolding inside the Ravens locker room. Sources close to the team are reporting that RASHEEN, the young and promising wide receiver, and quarterback LAMAR Jackson were involved in a heated confrontation during a recent team meeting. The incident, described by insiders as a verbal explosion, reportedly escalated quickly, with both players exchanging sharp words that caught the attention of coaches and teammates alike. While the team has not disclosed the exact details of the argument, speculation is rife that the clash may have stemmed from disagreements over offensive strategies, touches, and leadership dynamics, with Jackson's established role as quarterback potentially clashing with Ali's emerging presence as a go-to target. Fans are buzzing online, dissecting every clip and interview, trying to read between the lines to understand what might have caused such a public split. Between the key figures on the roster, social media platforms have erupted with debate, with some fans defending Ali's intensity and hunger for recognition, while others defend Jackson's leadership and experience, framing the incident as a clash of ambition rather than a personal feud. The team's management has reportedly stepped in quickly, aiming to cool tensions before they spill further into the public eye or disrupt the delicate balance of the locker room. The aftermath of the confrontation has reportedly led the Ravens management to take the unusual step of separating both players from the main roster temporarily. Official statements from the team have been carefully worded, emphasizing internal matters and the importance of team unity. But insiders claim the decision was immediate and decisive, highlighting the seriousness of the situation. Sources say that coaches, veterans, and front office staff are holding private meetings to assess not only the incident itself, but the potential ripple effects on team morale, practice sessions, and on-field chemistry. Analysts have begun speculating about how this could impact upcoming games, with opponents likely watching closely to exploit any perceived discord. The Ravens have historically prided themselves on a tight-knit locker room culture, making this publicized dispute even more remarkable, as incidents of this magnitude rarely become known outside team circles. There's also chatter about how this might affect contract negotiations, endorsements, and future player acquisitions, as front office staff may now weigh personality and leadership alignment more heavily. Meanwhile, players themselves are reportedly being encouraged to maintain professionalism in public appearances while internal resolutions are sought, creating a tense atmosphere of anticipation and cautious media statements that do little to quell fan curiosity. Fans and media outlets alike are dissecting every possible angle, from social media posts to sideline interactions during recent games. Clips of Ali and Jackson exchanging brief glances or appearing tense in interviews are being analyzed with intense scrutiny, often sparking endless speculation about the depth and nature of their disagreement. Analysts are questioning whether this is purely a clash of personalities, a misunderstanding blown out of proportion, or a deeper issue relating to playing time, strategy disagreements, or leadership styles within the team. Some rumors suggest that Ali may feel overshadowed by Jackson's established status as a franchise quarterback, while Jackson may perceive Ali's assertiveness as a challenge to his authority and leadership in the locker room. The conversation has extended beyond sports media into social commentary, with fans debating leadership, team culture, and what it means for young stars to find their place in a highly competitive environment. The incident has sparked heated debates on forums and comment sections, often reflecting a wider narrative of tension between established veterans and rising talents in professional sports. Meanwhile, teammates who have attempted to mediate or calm the situation are reportedly feeling the pressure of maintaining neutrality, with some sources hinting at subtle fractures forming within the locker room alliances as allegiances quietly align behind one side or the other. The timing of this drama could not be more sensitive, as the Ravens are entering a critical stretch of their season where focus, cohesion, and execution are paramount. Coaches are reportedly working overtime to prevent any further disruption, scheduling additional meetings, team-building sessions, and one-on-one discussions aimed at diffusing tension while keeping practice intensity high. According to insiders, both Ali and Jackson have been instructed to maintain professionalism in front of teammates, media, and fans, with strict guidance on avoiding public comments or social media posts that could exacerbate the situation. Observers are closely watching press conferences and team events, analyzing body language, tone of voice, and subtle interactions for signs of reconciliation or continued friction. Meanwhile, sports journalists and analysts are engaging in a constant cycle of rumor verification, cross-referencing insider information and historical patterns of similar conflicts in the NFL. The speculation surrounding potential trade scenarios or benching possibilities has already begun, as fans imagine a range of consequences from temporary suspension to long-term roster changes. The ripple effect of this altercation extends beyond Baltimore, influencing betting lines, fantasy football predictions, and national media narratives, positioning the Ravens' internal conflict as a talking point far beyond their home stadium. There are whispers that the coaching staff is split on the best approach to resolve this incident, with some advocating for stricter disciplinary action and others pushing for private mediation to rebuild trust and camaraderie. According to anonymous sources, veteran players have been quietly working to bridge the gap, offering mentorship and perspective while emphasizing the importance of team goals over individual ego. The internal politics of the locker room are reportedly as complex as any playbook, with alliances, loyalties, and personal histories all influencing how the situation is navigated behind closed doors. This kind of drama, while disruptive, has sometimes been credited with producing growth and maturity in professional athletes, but only if managed carefully and decisively. Observers suggest that both Ali and Jackson, despite their current clash, have the potential to reconcile and leverage this moment as a learning experience, provided that egos are checked and communication is prioritized. The fan base, meanwhile, remains captivated, creating a digital theater of speculation and debate, turning the locker room incident into a nationwide conversation that mixes outrage, curiosity, and anticipation. Every update is dissected, with analysts framing each move by the team as a potential indicator of deeper strategy or impending change. Meanwhile, the media frenzy has reached a point where even offhand remarks by coaches, teammates, or front office executives are interpreted as significant signals about the players' futures. Analysts are drawing comparisons to historic NFL locker room conflicts, debating whether this will lead to a temporary setback or a longer-term reshaping of the team's culture and roster composition. Sports talk shows, podcasts, and YouTube channels are running continuous commentary, fueling fan theories, and amplifying the narrative of a brewing storm within the Ravens organization. The combination of social media speculation, insider leaks, and official statements carefully crafted to maintain professionalism has created a tangled web of rumor, interpretation, and drama that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Every gesture, comment, and interaction is now scrutinized, as if the locker room has become a stage for the audience's curiosity, rather than just a professional workspace. With each passing day, anticipation grows, and the story of RASHEEN and Lamar Jackson's confrontation continues to dominate headlines, leaving the NFL world wondering what will happen next, how long the separation will last, and whether this dynamic duo can find a way to coexist and restore the balance of power within the Ravens organization. As the story of RASHEEN and Lamar Jackson's locker room confrontation continues to unfold, rumors are swirling about potential long-term consequences for the Ravens roster and strategy. Sources hint that the team is exploring multiple options to address the tension, ranging from private mediation sessions to temporary benching or even trade possibilities. Though nothing has been officially confirmed, fans are speculating wildly, with social media threads filled with conjecture about how the incident might affect team chemistry and performance in the remaining games of the season. Analysts are debating whether the clash could serve as a catalyst for growth, pushing both players to develop resilience and stronger communication skills, or if it might spiral into a persistent distraction that undermines the team's competitive edge. The uncertainty has created an electric atmosphere in Baltimore, with supporters divided between loyalty to Jackson as the franchise cornerstone and excitement over Ali's rising star potential. Betting markets and fantasy football analysts are also weighing in, recalibrating projections and player values based on the rumor mill rather than concrete evidence. Meanwhile, insiders suggest that the team is treading carefully, aware that any public misstep could magnify the drama, affect sponsorships, and impact the Ravens' reputation as a disciplined, well-managed organization. Every practice, every press interaction, and every sideline moment is now under scrutiny, as fans and media alike look for clues that might reveal the next twist in this saga of ambition, ego, and unresolved tension. Reports indicate that private conversations between coaches and senior players are happening behind closed doors, aiming to reconcile the two stars before tensions escalate further. Insiders describe these sessions as delicate negotiations, with coaches attempting to balance authority and diplomacy while ensuring that both Jackson and Ali feel heard and respected. The media has latched onto even minor gestures, brief handshakes during practice, casual glances during interviews as potential signs of reconciliation or continuing friction. The scrutiny has reached a point where teammates reportedly feel additional pressure, as their interactions could be misinterpreted as taking sides in a conflict that the organization is desperate to manage internally. Analysts speculate about the psychological toll on both players, suggesting that the constant media attention and fan speculation could affect focus, performance, and even mental health. Discussions about leadership within the team have intensified, with debates about whether Jackson's established quarterback status allows for flexibility or whether Ali's assertiveness challenges conventional hierarchies. The locker room atmosphere, according to sources, is tense yet cautiously hopeful, with players aware that the outcome of this conflict could shape not only the remainder of the season but also the franchise's long-term trajectory. Fans are watching every move, creating a sense of drama and anticipation that transcends normal sporting narratives, turning a single disagreement into a full-blown national talking point that dominates sports commentary and social media. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens, and hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. Meanwhile, whispers about potential roster moves have intensified, with speculation that Ali could be targeted by other teams if tensions cannot be resolved internally. While no formal trade discussions have been confirmed, insiders suggest that management is quietly considering the implications of a high-profile dispute between a star quarterback and a rising talent. Analysts are framing this as a pivotal moment for the Ravens front office, testing their ability to manage egos, protect team culture, and maintain competitiveness. The media narrative often frames the incident as a clash of ambition versus experience, with Jackson representing the established order and Ali symbolizing the hunger of a new generation seeking recognition. Fans are divided into camps, some advocating for patience and reconciliation, others calling for decisive action to assert authority and maintain discipline. Meanwhile, the team's schedule adds urgency to the situation, as upcoming games require cohesion, trust, and flawless execution, putting additional pressure on management to resolve conflicts before they impact performance. Even casual observers are drawn into the drama, analyzing every quote, sideline interaction, and social media post, creating a feedback loop that intensifies speculation. The outcome of this internal conflict, if mishandled, could ripple beyond the Ravens, influencing league-wide perceptions of leadership, team culture, and how franchises manage high-profile personalities in high-stakes environments, leaving everyone on edge as the saga continues to unfold, adding to the intensity. Sports commentators are increasingly theorizing about potential psychological dynamics at play between the two players. Some insiders suggest that Jackson's leadership style, often characterized by calm confidence and strategic control, may clash with Ali's outspoken intensity and desire to assert himself as a primary offensive weapon. This narrative of contrasting personalities has captured the imagination of fans, analysts, and sports psychologists alike, sparking debate about whether certain temperaments are inherently incompatible or whether the tension could be channeled productively. Discussions have also emerged regarding how team culture influences player behavior, with comparisons drawn to previous high-profile NFL conflicts and their resolutions. The media coverage, although speculative, has amplified the story to national prominence, with talk shows, podcasts, and YouTube channels dissecting every detail and offering hot takes that fuel the rumor mill. Meanwhile, insiders hint that the coaching staff is attempting to leverage the situation as a teaching moment, encouraging both Jackson and Ali to develop communication skills, leadership resilience, and emotional intelligence under intense scrutiny. The atmosphere in Baltimore is one of heightened anticipation, where every practice, team meeting, and press interaction is interpreted through the lens of potential reconciliation or further discord. This ongoing saga has transformed what might have been a standard locker room disagreement into a complex narrative of ambition, rivalry, leadership, and fan intrigue that continues to captivate the NFL world and ignite conversations far beyond the Ravens stadium walls. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.